Breaking news, Wike finally opens up, addresses the alleged terms and conditions for reconciliation and peace in Rivers State. The former governor of Rivers State and the FCT minister, Barrister Nyesom Wike, while addressing newsmen in Abuja, outrightly debunked the widely circulated terms and conditions of peace with Governor Fubara in the state, calling them mere speculations. Recall that the peace deal brokered by President Tinubu between Governor Fubara, the House of Assembly members and the FCT minister, Wike, allegedly includes that the governor would not seek re-election come 2027, and that Wike would retain the state's political structure and grassroots control by fielding all the local government chairmen, while the House of Assembly would refrain from any impeachment attempt on the Governor Fubara-led administration. All these the FCT minister, Wike, either denied totally or avoided giving any clear answer. He equally accused the big media houses of benefiting from the political conflict in the oil-rich state. Watch the details.
Talking about politics, yes, we have clearly seen that you have reconciled with your political godson. Yeah, we've seen you at different places, events, and there is obvious peace has obviously returned, to Rivers State. But beyond that, like I said earlier on, tongues are also wagging. What really went down? How were you able to get this reconciliation? Some people say he has traded his mandate away.
Second time.
So many things. Okay, let's hear from you.
Well, let me just tell you this. Those of you who hear where tongues are wagging, I have never had, I don't owe anybody any explanation how peace was achieved. What's important is that peace. Yes. Do you like peace? Yes. So what are you going to benefit from how the peace was achieved? The most important thing is, do you have peace? Yes.
At what cost?
What cost?
Perhaps you could help discountenance publications that are saying that one of the terms for agreement was he was not going to come for
was that what
if
that is, did he tell you that? Did he tell you that?
That's what we're seeking.
No, you cannot say for agreement. I'm not the one going to run election. So if you say that that was the decision, then he should be able to be the one to tell you. What's my business? He has never spoken to you on that. You are the ones who are promoting disunity, making money for your stations, inviting people. Yeah, but it's true. Inviting people to come to your stations to talk. Now, the well has dried. No more oil. So you are not happy. Everybody, let me tell you, and it's most unfortunate when I hear people say something you have no facts, you have no evidence. You just speculate, maybe, no.
So
how do you do that? And let me tell you, it is not in your position. We settled, and we went to Mr. President never invited us. Mr. President never called a meeting, you say this, you say this. The bit I can tell you, the governor met with the House of Assembly, the governor met with the National Assembly, privately. The governor met with leaders. And they said, now having settled, can you now go and tell President we have settled? President never one day. And that's what people do that, oh, President did this, President tried to force something on people. You don't even know anything. You just see that because no more money will come out to give you to appear and arise.
We want to know the terms of this reconciliation. The terms of this reconciliation.
Listen, were you part of the peace? Have you ever one day invited us to come and make peace? So what is their business now?
But we have
all you have been doing is how you can get somebody from Rivers, go to Arise, instruct somebody, invite somebody to go to TVC, talk about against this person, invite them to go to News Central, AIT. Now it's no longer available. It's no longer available, and you are not comfortable. And it is my duty to make you not to be comfortable. I'm not going to give you that comfort.
It is the issues that oftentimes...
What are the issues? You know the issues.
There is an emergency rule in Rivers State. So now that peace has come, what are the chances that that emergency rule will come to an end?
When the president comes, you go and ask president. Did I declare?
But you have his ears. You have his ears. So we are hopeful that you can.
Did I declare state of emergency? If I declared, then you can ask me.
When you met with the president,
Yes.
and clearly informed him that peace has returned in Rivers State,
Yes.
did you ask him when he's likely going to call off the emergency rule? What was his body language like?
Did I ask him when he would declare state of emergency? I will not ask him when he will. How can you? Something I was not a party to? You want me to go and buy market? I don't know when it's.
But it's your state.
The last time
Listen. Whether it's my state or not, the point we're making is that why not be comfortable that peace has come?
the last time you
Why
had
do you
peace,
cry more than the bereaved?
Honorable Minister,
But
Honorable
emergency
Minister,
rule in
the last time you had
democracy.
this kind of resolution,
Yes.
there was like a paper agreement. Something was put into paper. You had agreement with Mr. President.
Was it fulfilled?
It wasn't. So
Why you not the ones who saw that paper and started this of you to make peace? You started saying, "Oh, this is one-sided." Now speculate. You won't see any paper. Speculate. I have allowed you to continue to speculate. It's not my business. All I know, peace has come.
But
If you are not
truly-
satisfied with that peace, well, there's nothing we can do. But what is important, peace has returned. Whatever thing anybody says is not my business.
Is it true that you have resolved that Fubara will not go for second term? Did you resolve that?
I said, that is not part of your problem. It is not part of your problem. If you want to go and ask Mora. I mean, when I hear certain things people will talk, yeah, okay. From what I read, you are saying that he said, I will appoint
Local government chairman.
the national administrators. They won the election. Come on. Why do people cause crisis?
Sir, but there is a concern that it
what
is an
the concern?
aberration in a
the point I'm making,
democracy.
the concern is that it makes it more intelligent when you come out to the public. How does anybody listen and say one person will appoint local government chairman? How? No, how do you say that? Is it by appointment? No election will be done. So all you do is sit in your house and sit in the last camp here. Abu Odua, I've appointed you. Agutoro, you have been appointed. Degema, you have been appointed. How can we talk? How can we reason this way? We cannot, and yeah, assuming somebody comes to tell you that, we didn't say, hey man, come on. If you tell me Loco, it's like he would preside over his team. Maybe if we're in the same party, for example, we want to sponsor people to run an election, will I have a role to play? It's understandable. That is understandable. But for you to say he will appoint chairman of the local government, I mean, I don't know who does that. Even president cannot sit in his office and yes, people recommend to him in states. So is it not correct? President cannot know everybody in the 36 states. That's not possible. That's even appointment too. Not the one of election. How do you do that? It's like president would appoint all the governors of 36 states. How can you be anybody sit down and even say that is part of what was agreed? How can anybody say that?
Away from what was agreed, can I just ask you that the peace that we're going to have, or that we have in Rivers State now, is it peace for all times? All sins are forgiven.
What is your prayer?
Isn't that what we have been preaching here all along?
We want peace
That is
of
our
all time.
prayer. That is the prayer.
That is your prayer. Let it be so. Why are you going to ask me again? I said there's peace. You're asking me, is it for peace for all time or for short time?
All sins forgiven.
Whatever you pray for us, that's what we have.
So I guess the reason we're pressing a bit is because, first off, you're from Rivers State, and the fact that there is an emergency rule is a continued aberration from what democracy should be. So we would think that, maybe you are a bit
Emergency is
concerned.
provided under the Constitution.
Yes, but it is still in a democracy.
No, yes, but that is allowed. Because when you have a crisis like this, and that's why it calls for it. Do you want a crisis situation? Okay, take for example, the Supreme Court said, if there's no election for local government, there should not be money. Right? Yeah. Right. Is it not correct?
Yes.
Now, if you go back now, there's no local government election, and money is not given to the local government, how will the workers be paid? Do you know, but for the emergency situation, the crisis that we have seen now, the crisis you would have seen in local government where workers will not be paid, the crisis you would have seen in the state where civil servants will not be paid because there's no budget. And that's why it calls for it. Look, do this pending when all situations. So if you go back now, no local government election, how do they get funds? How do they get funds to run? We're just only being just on one track. We're not looking at a holistic picture. The only thing that saves our state is the emergency rule that have kept the Supreme Court judgment not to be implemented. If you don't do everything now, and you put it, you don't need a state of emergency, how does money come? How does the money come? Answer me. 5 of you, answer me. Answer me, how does it come?
Are you optimistic now? Like my colleague did say earlier, you've had this reconciliation, so to speak, in the past. Do you have that optimism this time that is going to work?
Why would I be pessimistic? Why would I be pessimistic? When you asked before, did I not tell you that we must do something with truth? You have interviewed us severally, and I said, with truth, there will be peace. Did I tell you there was peace then? Did I tell you? Now, have I told you there's peace? So, the difference is clear now. Do you believe there will be no peace?
Peace. As another state.
No. Do you believe there will be no peace?
We believe there will be peace. If you...
I'm surprised.
Depending on you.
Depending on me.
Because as an elder...
What is your role to make us have peace? By carrying fake news?
That's what we're asking.
Maybe if you help us with the terms of this...
We're seeking clarification.
We have made peace. Simple. That's enough for...
Even with the people that supported sin.
Can we go
all the former governors that supported sin is for supporters...
No. See, that one thing you must understand in life, that decisions you take, some people may not be happy. There are people who will always benefit when there's crisis.
Okay.
There are people who say, look, who made money, let me go to television and abuse Wike. They make money. Now such money is no longer affordable. So how would they be happy? There are those who take live television, non-assembly members, go on live television 3 and say how illegal, and even though when they're not from the state, now it's no longer affordable. Would they be happy? Do you know what's called oil well? Where your oil is flowing. Now the oil has dried. You would naturally not be happy. So such people, you don't bother about it. What's important, the key players have they accepted peace? Yes.
All right, let's make this a little bit national now.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Kindly share your opinion on the comments section. Subscribe to this channel for more stories.